Welcome to our website design tutorial with the RAPID7 Rotatos. Today we'll talk about website design using Wix specifically and website builders in general. We'll also go over some of the differences between website design using HTML and CSS and website builders. So this is what it normally looks like to go out and search for a website on Google and go to that website via Google's directory. As you can see, the user types in a query, finds the website they're looking for, and navigates to it seamlessly. How does this work? Well, a user makes a request on Google, which goes to Google servers and retrieves the list of websites that correspond to that query. Your computer then, when you click on the website, asks that website for a copy of the site. So it goes to the cloud and it gets that website and says, hey, I want to go to your website. Can you give it to me? And then the cloud responds by saying, hey, no problem, here's the website. And it sends it back to you. Then your computer updates and loads the website onto your screen. So this is the very basic description of how a user is able to go to a website. Now, to talk about the difference between website builders versus coding. To begin, we have HTML and CSS, which are web page design languages. There are tutorials available online, as well as books and classes. It requires a bit more experience, but can become a lot more customizable as you determine more features for your website. In the middle, there's WordPress, which requires some coding, and the themes usually cost money. However, it's more customizable than website builders, as you can get nearly an infinite amount of themes online. And then there are website builders, which are generally the easiest to use as there's no code required, as the website is completely hosted by the company that you use. Some of these include Wix, GoDaddy, Squarespace, and Weebly. So just to touch upon the different languages that are used in website design, there's HTML, which creates the structure of the website. You can kind of think of this as laying the foundation for a house and kind of its general frame. CSS is a way to stylize the website. You could think of this kind of like an interior designer. This is going to allow you to change the color of the website, change the font, the text size, and different attributes of the screen to look better. Finally, we have JavaScript, which you can think of as the wiring of the house or the air conditioning, any feature of your house that's not static. So JavaScript is allowing you to add interactivity to your screen in the same way that flicking a light switch or turning the dishwasher on. It's enabling users to do more complex actions on your screen. So what are the pros and cons of using a website builder now that you understand what the programming languages in the background do? Well, the pros are that it's easier for beginners as it requires little to no coding experience. It can be a great introduction into website design where you can learn the basics without having to code, and that the time to create a website is generally much shorter as you're simply editing a theme. Some of the cons, well, it's less customizable in that it's restricted to what the themes allow. You're generally tied to whatever website builder you create with, whether it be Wix or Squarespace. And it can be expensive to scale, as items such as adding a shopping cart can be paid add-ons. Now that we've covered the basics, let's get into what it looks like to create a theme with Wix.
So we're going to use a popular website builder called Wix.com. And to get started, it's important to think about, why are you making this website? Who is it for? Are you making it for yourself, for fun, for a business? What type of site do you want to create? A portfolio to showcase your work? Is it to create an online shop? Is it for consulting, for cleaning, for whatever it is? Wix will help you kind of customize and recommend different titles and pages that a user might have used before, according to what type of website you want to create. And then when we go into Wix, it also helps you by asking you questions like what theme you like. As you can see in these examples, there are colors and different fonts, and you can choose those to make and different choices on your website, and you can easily change them later. When you go into Wix, another neat thing is that they have different website templates. So if you kind of see a template here that you think looks very nice, you can go into it, change the titles of what they have currently, change the pictures, and just go from there. There's also different design features, so you can easily change the colors, fonts, themes, and the layout of Wix makes it easy to customize your website. When you go in, you can also see how your pages are set up, and it shows you your home page and then different pages that it will go into once you kind of click on different parts of the website. So if you want kind of subheadings for your main page, that can happen very easily. Also, another thing to keep in mind that Wix has is the mobile version of like your website. So a lot of people right now utilize mobile devices while they're on the go versus desktops and laptops. And so this constant access to content is pretty important. So a lot of websites have adapted to create a mobile-friendly format so that website visitors can get what they need, even when they're not sitting at a desk. And so it's really nice that Wix has this feature where you can see what your website would look like on your phone, and you can edit it accordingly on the website. And lastly, just step out of your comfort zone, try new things. This is a very easy, low commitment, free way that you can just get experience for building websites and have, they have plenty of walkthroughs. And when you get comfortable with it, you can definitely try out different ways. There are more resources and websites than Wix. So have fun with it.